Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Droptimus, and I'm going to be casting the Psionic Aftermath Most Valuable Diamond Cup tonight. Looks like we've got about 8 people who were checked in. And yeah, we have a perfect 8-player bracket. Players are going to be Xenodactyl, Chimera, Volticus, Warbuff, and November, Lion King, Pixie, and Goku. So we'll get started just as soon as we get into a lobby. And I guess whoever invites me first will get their game casted. So the format is all rounds are best of 3 until the finals, which are best of 5. Prize pool is going to be $5 for the first place. And yeah. Whoops. That was an accident. I just clicked randomly on the screen and it said suggest a party. That was an accident. Did not mean to do that. Anyway, so let's see what we got. We have a November, which is playing Protoss, and King, who is Zerg. So we'll have a Protoss versus Zerg for game number 1. Hello, Chris. That's cool, man. I like SE2 as well. Glad to see people in the chat. Yeah, we'll be getting started here shortly. I think they're going to be doing vetoes now. And the map pool will be the ladder maps. The higher seed vetoes first map, taking turns until 3 maps remain, or 5 in the case of the finals. Lower seed picks first map of chosen 3. Loser of game 1 picks second map of remaining 2 maps. So in this case, November will get first veto, and then Lion King will get first map pick. Will we get a cat cam tonight? You know what? If my cats come near me or are passing by, then sure, I'll put them on cam. I can hear one. She's over there, though. She's a little too far for me. I'm too lazy to go up there and get her. Looks like she's coming, though. Oh, come here. This is Molly. She's my older cat. I have two. She's 4 years old. And the other one is 2 years old. I don't understand why my StarCraft 2 isn't showing up on the screen. That's an issue. Hold on a second. There we go. Perfect. Alright, sorry about the little delay here. Just getting vetoes underway. So we should be getting into the first lobby shortly. Yeah, about that. I really don't know about that. Like, it doesn't ever happen in any other game. It only happened in StarCraft 2. So, like, I can't really replace the graphics card because I don't think it's a graphics card problem. Like, I've been playing other games and it works totally fine. Now, I don't know if it still happens in StarCraft 2 because I haven't played any StarCraft 2 in like a week now. But hopefully, I mean, it didn't happen that often when it did happen. It might happen once tonight or something. I don't know. But if it does, like, it usually only lasts for like a minute and then it goes away. Hopefully, we won't have any issues, but that might happen. Alright, looks like our first map is going to be a abiogenesis. And I'll post the bracket link in the chat if anyone is wondering, because I know some people like to watch the bracket and follow along. Okay. Guys, let me know if the audio is okay. I could turn up the game volume if it's not loud enough, or the other way around, whatever, just let me know. Because I've gone back and watched VODs, and it's like sometimes during big battles it'll be hard to hear my voice and what I'm saying, and it just sounds bad, so let me know if that happens. Alright, looks like we got everything set up. We're in the lobby, and looks like November just needs a minute. So I'm going to use the bathroom real quick before we get started, and then we'll be good to go. So we're just waiting on November to come back. Is there even... Okay, I had my volume turned down, and that music kind of just came on pretty loudly. But it looks okay, so... Alright, getting into game number 1 of the night. This will be round 1 out of 3, since it's an 8-player bracket. This round and next round will both be best of 3s, and then the grand finals will be best of 5. So it's Zerg versus Protoss to start things off. Oh, you know what I can do is make this look pretty. And adjust the overlay as well. There we go. Alright, so we are into this game number 1. In the bottom right hand corner we have the pink Zerg. His name is King. He better watch out, because we do have another player named King Slayer. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, we have another player in the top left, the blue Protoss. Goes by the name of November. Alright, so Zerg vs Protoss, and the Protoss is opening with the 2 gate, no gas, starting the wall down here on the low ground. Very standard stuff for a ZVP. Overlord now getting in and seeing the wall. We'll see the Cyber Core. Interesting. So King has actually gone for his fast expand down here instead of over here. Probably because he wants to get creep started as soon as possible in this direction. We've got a cheeky probe here on the high ground at the what would be the 4th base. And I don't believe there was an Overlord anywhere near to spot that probe going over there. Now, this Overlord here is going to spot that there's no expansion down for November yet. but she will be throwing down one right now, and that will get spotted immediately. Zergling's coming in to poke at the wall. Oh wow, the Zealot is not on hold position, so okay, but there's a Stalker there too. So okay, shield battery going down. Zergling's going to town on this gateway. The sentry pops out. Oh, the speed is now finished. Baneling nest as well, so looks like King might be trying to go for a Baneling all in here. Definitely going to need some more shield batteries and some perfect force fields. Looks like she has one right now. She'll have another one here shortly, but I'm not sure if it'll be in time. Warp Gate has just now finished. That's going to be very helpful. Second shield battery and a third shield battery going down as well. I think, yeah, November knows something is up, and there are the Banelings, but there are plenty of sentries right now to deal with that. One force field will completely deny the Banelings. All the Banelings have died, but this gateway looks like it might go down. Nice force fields to deny that or delay the gateway from going down, but it looks like the gateway will go down, and now there's a clear way into the base, or at least there was for a second, but not enough really units to do anything. There we go. There's some Zerglings reinforcing now. The Cybercore might go down, but he's going to lose a lot of Zerglings in the process. Loses almost all those Zerglings and doesn't even get the Cybercore, so not really looking in a very good position right now. Let's look at the numbers. We've got 25 drones to 31 probes, 11 army supply to 20, so November is looking in a very good position right now. Got her natural up and running, fully saturated, or not fully saturated, but almost there. Plenty of sentries for defense. Doing a little jiggle right there. That's cool. It looks like they're like freezing or something. They're like really cold. And yeah, 2 shield batteries with full energy, another one with half energy. I don't see how King could do any more damage. Looks like he's just kind of trying to poke and like pretend, try to buy time maybe, because he knows he's behind. Wow, Adepts in the natural as well. Going to be taking out quite a few drones. I'm sorry we don't have the WCS mod. We don't see those drone kills coming, how many drones were killed there, but we can pull it up. It just looks like seven drones were killed. 3 more Adepts coming into the natural. All this time, November is still macroing at home. Robo coming up. So Baneling's repositioning here at the natural. That would definitely be helpful against any more Adepts that might come. Third hatchery is now popped up and ready to saturate. Some roaches being popped out now. I think King is a little scared of a counterattack that might be coming. Which is why he would be making roaches. And he's also trying to get as many drones as he can, of course, because he is behind in that aspect. Actually, he's just now popping up over ahead in worker supply, 45 to 40. Some Ravagers being morphed in, Banelings. I feel like November could have done a lot more damage, and missed her window slightly, but it's fine. I mean, she's still in a very good position, I think. She's ahead on in supply, but she's given King a chance to get back into this game, so he's not too far behind at this point. Roach speed is just now finishing. And November is going for this counterattack now. It looks like she has quite a bit of army supply, 50 to 32, looking very good. Definitely going to take out this base. And very nice force fields here, but very nice corrosive biles to deny or to shut down those force fields. But yeah, like as we can see, there's way too much projectile stuff here, and King will GG. So unfortunately for King, the cheese kind of attack, Baneling all in, did not go so well, and yeah, I think at that point he was just too far behind. I mean, he came close to almost coming back, but November hit this beautiful timing and just had too much. I mean, after the first attack failed, King did everything right, I think. He had a nice mix of workers and army supply, because he doesn't know when she's gonna just walk over. It only takes like 10 seconds to get to the other side of the map on that map. So you can't really drone too hard because you never know when she's just gonna come right over. But I just think that he was too far behind after the first attack. There's nothing he really could have done. Alright, so we're going to get into game number 2 on Backwater. Bit of a bigger map, more of a macro-oriented map. So we'll see if this gets into the longer game. Alright, so in the top left-hand corner we have the pink Zerg down a game. His name is King. And in the bottom right-hand corner we have the red Protoss showing some beautiful defense in the last game. Her name is November. November going for the wall on the low ground again. And a hatchery first build out of the Zerg player. This time November only going for one gateway into her gas. Probably gonna go for a faster expansion. I believe this is the one gateway expand build where you get the Nexus before the Cyber. Pretty standard macro build. What's up, Daunted, in the chat? Thank you for stopping by, my dude. Cybercore about halfway finished, as is the Nexus. Metabolic boost halfway, or about a quarter of the way finished. Zerglings on the way across the map, and there's nothing out on the map for November to spot this. But it looks like by the time they get across the map, she should be... Is she completely walled off? It looks like she might be fully walled off. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a hole right here. Looks like she's got a Zealot rallied to that point. I mean, an Adept, sorry. It is being chrono boosted. Oh my goodness, looks like the Zergling's going to get by right before the Adept pops out, which is not good. And they're just going to start trying to kill some probes over here. Might get one or two. The Adept's going to get surrounded. nice micro there, microing it back, so we'll keep it alive for now. November starting this gateway here, kind of worried that there might be more Zerglings under inbound, but not really. Looks like 4 more Zerglings are going to be coming across the map, but in the production tab we see drones coming out of King, so looks like these 4 Zerglings might just be to fake November out a little bit, or just do a little bit of scouting, seeing what's going on. 2 Adepts going to be moving out. They will pass right by these Zerglings, and it looks like they're going to finish these Zerglings off. Zerglings will run away. Alright, so November's probably going to be looking to get a couple drone kills, 2 Adepts and an Oracle, and all on the way. 3rd hatchery is finished for King. Oracle checking the 3rd, seeing, oh, there's 3 queens here for this Oracle. Oracle not going to find a whole lot of damage just yet, but the Adepts have gotten into the main. Let's see. Looks like 4 drones have been killed. A Revelation goes down. Good scouting information. Not bad worker harass as well. And on top of that, November has a 3rd Nexus on the way. So looking very good in this game so far. King's not doing too bad either. 3 queens, very nice defense against the Oracle. Only losing 4 drones so far. So yeah, both players doing quite good in this game so far. We'll have to see how it goes, how it pans out. Nice Revelation on the Zerglings there. We've got a 2nd Stargate coming up and a flea beacon. So, what does that mean? Could be Phoenix with the upgrade. Could be Carriers or Tempests. I think Phoenix are pretty popular in this matchup. We'll have to see what she goes for. Third Nexus is now finished. Going to start saturating that. On the other side of the map, we have got Oracles poking in. I don't believe they've got any drone kills. No, but the 2 Evolution Chambers are finished. And a Hydralisk Den. Definitely what you need against Stargate play. But that's not all you need. You need other Jedi Zealot. Thank you, coming in with the 100-bit cheer. And yes, like I was saying, you don't need you need more than just Hydras against like a mass Sky Toss play. You need like Vipers or Infestors. So it looks like it's going to be Carriers. But it looks like she started them up just as that Overseer was passing over. So like this is his vision. He sees that Carriers are being made. So he has been tipped off of what's to come. Roaches are good against ground units, not very good against Carriers. But like I said, he does have the Hydra Den up. His upgrades are underway. But Hydras are pretty iffy against Carriers. Like I said, you need Vipers to do the Abduct. That's a great ability. Abduct the Carriers into your Hydras. Parasitic Bomb can also be good. We've got Oracles poking at these units in the middle of the map, doing Revelation. Has a good... Oh god, what's going on? My game just minimized. I don't know why. And we are back. Like I was saying, he's gonna need to get... Okay, Hydras are coming out. It looks like he was gonna do some type of attack or something. I'm not sure why he made so many Roaches and Ravagers. But he might be second guessing at this point because, I mean, well, with these revelations, November knows everything that's out on the map, has all the information she needs. She feels comfortable enough to throw down a 4th base. Zergling's poking in at the 4th. We'll scout the timing on this 4th. So get some information for himself. Good number of Hydras out here. Feel like he really wouldn't be able to do too much damage though with these 3 carriers being microed at all. I think he really needs Vipers at this point. He's going to be throwing down the Hive, but it will be a while before any Vipers come into play. Has his 4th hatchery up and fully saturated, so that's definitely going to help. Wow, I just realized King is fully maxed out at 939 against November at 130 supply. Of course, you're going to max out much slower when you're going carriers, so that's to be expected. But impressive timing on this max timing from King. Obviously has not skipped a beat with his macro. Okay, so November wants to go out on the map. Interesting. The Zerg army has not been microed. Okay, now he's going to be turning around. Oh, interesting. A roach shop at the 3rd. Getting a few probe kills, I hope. Oh, no, the very fast probe pull. And not losing a single probe. Does bring back a couple carriers to deal with this, though. It is pretty annoying. So King going to be throwing down a 5th and 6th base simultaneously. I guess that's what you do when you're maxed out. And he's going to be poking in at the 4th base of November. He might actually be able to take it out. I mean, if he just focuses it down, but he's going to lose everything, though. I don't think that's a very smart idea. He's going to turn around, but has he already lost too much? He's lost a ton, and there's so many interceptors here. Good God, there's like 7 carriers with all interceptors. So yeah, King needs a lot more Hydras and Vipers. In the production tab, we have Corruptors. I'm not sure if that's the best idea. I mean, yeah, they're good. They're definitely not bad. I mean, they're good against carriers. But you also feel like, I just feel like you also need those Vipers. Creep spread's looking good as well, about halfway across the map. Which this King wants to move back again, try and pressure this. Has a good amount of Hydras. And the carriers are way out of position, but they're being recalled. Wow, okay, so everything is here now. Protoss technology is pretty good. And all the Hydras are pretty much dead. Like I said, you need something else to complement the Hydras. Corruptors would have been nice, but at this point there's so many carriers that I don't even think that would do. If he had some Corruptors in the mix, I'm not sure if that would have even done anything, been enough. Right now we've got more Hydras in production, but November's just doing an insane amount of free damage because with these interceptors, like, she hasn't lost any of her army supply. She's taken about half the damage on one carrier, and that's it. She still has all her carriers. Interceptors are just going to town. I think this might be GG here. As soon as you see carriers, you have got to start preparing for Sky Toss. I mean, it's hard, and it's really you know, things can spiral out of control very fast. Like, I know as Terran, when I start seeing mass sky toss, I immediately switch into splash Thors and mass Marines because they can trade pretty efficiently with the interceptors. The splash does wonders on the carrier's interceptors, and they all die almost immediately if you have enough. But you've gotta start preparing for that sky toss well in advance. Alright, so that is the first series of the night. Whoops, no. And we'll get into the semifinals. Oh wow. Whoops. I forgot to start the tournament, so players have not been able to update their scores until just now. Sorry about that. And I'm really sorry about that. I just missed some type of host or something. I'm sorry, I was talking to someone and I missed, but whoever just hosted, thank you very much for the viewers. It looks like Jay Skippy is hosting the stream with 4 members. Thank you very much, man. We are into round 2 of this tournament. And we'll be trying to get into the next round as soon as we see what's going on. Looks like Goku has 2-0'd Pixie, Volticus has 2-1'd Warbuff, and Xenodactyl has gone 2-1 over Chimera. So now we have Xenodactyl versus Volticus, and November versus Goku. So we're gonna try and switch over to see if we can get Volt versus Xeno, so we can get a slightly different matchup going. I think it'll be a Terran versus Zerg if I'm correct. Oh wait, Xenodactyl is Protoss? Okay, looks like his highest league race is Protoss. So maybe we'll be seeing a Terran versus Protoss. Alright, so we're in the semifinals. We have 4 remaining players. Xenodactyl versus Volticus on the top side of the bracket. November versus Goku on the bottom side of the bracket. So, we'll have a best of 3 now, and then the next round, the grand finals, will be a best of 5. Alright, so jumping into this first game of the series, this Terran versus Protoss. In the bottom right, we have the green Terran. His name is Volticus. And in the top left, we have the teal, or light blue Protoss named Xenodactyl. Very cool name, by the way. I like that name, Xenodactyl. It's like a pterodactyl, except like an alien pterodactyl. How scary would that be? Alright, so we have a Rax first build. Rax into gas from Terran. One gateway. Looks like Xeno will be throwing down an expansion here shortly. And also we have 2 probes out on the map. Looks like one is just going to be doing an early... Nope. Wow, this is interesting. Going way to the back here. What's this? Getting his double gas. So this will involve some type of tech here. It's not just going to be zealots or cannons. Okay, so we've got this probe now, but it looks like just a normal scout probe. That's about the timing it would be for a normal scout probe, so Volticus probably knows nothing is up, and he's going to be throwing down his command center on the low ground, thinking that everything is normal. We have a pylon, the first pylon going down here. Reaper pops out, wow, throwing off that pylon there at the last moment to delay the reactor. Very nice timing with that. Cybercore halfway finished. Reaper halfway across the map, building a reactor in a factory at home. I'm sorry, a reactor in a second barracks and a third barracks as well. Going to be very heavy on the bio play. First Stalker being chrono boosted to help deal with this Reaper. Going to need that yesterday. Reaper is going to get into the mineral line and just decides to get back out. Probably doesn't want to lose that Reaper. Very important to keep that alive because you want to have that to scout. He sees that there's no natural, so he might get a little worried there and wants to keep the Reaper alive to see what is going on. Let's see. Has no idea this is going on. Oh, but he's going to send a Marine just with the having a hunch. Oh, we have a Stargate and a Gateway coming up, so this is going to be a little bit of Gateway and perhaps an Oracle pressure. But Volticus getting the good scout off, going to be able to start killing this pylon. Has a second pylon coming up though, so Xenodactyl might be able to get an Oracle out if he chrono boosts it. Oh, this pylon is going to going for a Void Ray. That's not going to be finished in time. Definitely not going to be able to do anything with this. So Voltic is kind of scouting that there was no expansion yet with the Reaper. Kind of got him a little nervous, and he sent it back immediately. And just with the hunch, kind of scouted out. And yeah, Xenodactyl was counting on that to work out because at home he had nothing. He only had a Gateway. No expansion coming up, no tech, so yeah. Short and sweet and to the point. But we'll get into this second game. Hopefully Xenodactyl will be able to come up with something else to do a little bit better. Or maybe Volticus will try a cheese or something. It's usually the best time to cheese is when you're one game up in a best of 3 if you're gonna cheese, or if you're, if you're up in a series, it's like you've got a chance. You could take a fast win, or if you lose, it's okay because you're still ahead. Yeah, important to note, Xenodactyl is a Platinum at the moment. I believe he's been Diamond before, if not I'm mistaken, but definitely playing someone out of his league at the moment. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Alright, so in the bottom right hand corner we have the Green Terran up 1 game at the moment. His name is Volticus. And in the top left we have the Teal Protoss. His name is Xenodactyl. Alright, Xenodactyl looking a little bit more standard so far. Only one probe out on the map, and gateway at home. This position right here is perfect to deny any Reaper from coming up this cliff. Another barracks into refinery build from the Terran. Gas is up, and it looks like Xenodactyl will be throwing down his Nexus at the natural. And there it is. Orbital coming up, and a Reaper. Looks like he's going to be throwing down his command center as well. Pretty standard openings from both players. And there it is. Cyber core halfway finished, second gas on the way. Let's see what Volticus decides to do. A depot first. Interesting. Depot into second barracks. Reactor on the original barracks. Reaper getting into the main. Sees that there's a natural expansion though. Good bit of information there. Stalker pops out. He might be a little stuck here though because he won't be able to get out off this cliff. It looks like the Stalker has gone around, but Reaper goes back and gets killed. Not a whole lot of information here. He might be wondering where all the stuff is, but if you've played this map enough, you know that Protoss players like to throw down these buildings here. And obviously the Reaper not being able to go up that cliff probably would have led him to believe that the stuff is right here, even though he can't see it. Back home, same build as last game. He's got the 3 barracks up and running, 2 tech labs. Gonna get that fast stim and combat shields. Very nice build out of Volticus, as well as the +1. And all on 1 gas. Crisp build out of Volticus. Back home for Xenodactyl, we've got the Twilight Council. And going up to 3 gateways. Definitely has the resources and technology to stand against a heavy bioforce, such as the one Volticus is forming. Going for Blink, not the very best against bio. Obviously, Adept Glaives or Charge would have been better. Stalker Blink is better, I think, in response to an early factory. Marauders coming out. Those are the big boys. They're very good against Stalkers. And with the concussive shells, which you'll probably be getting after these 2 upgrades, it's going to be very difficult to micro the Stalkers after they get Blink. But does Xenodactyl know what's coming? Not really. He's not seen a lot. He only sees 1 barracks. So, I mean, this is a pretty standard opener out of Xenodactyl. You can't really blame him too much. He just has a lack of information right now. He's got he's going up to 5 gateways. And Volticus is going to be moving out. Both Stim and Combat Shields will be finished relatively quickly here. And +1, so this is a very scary timing. Very scary timing. Needs some Zealots, definitely, to tank, because shield batteries aren't going to do too much when your Stalkers die that quickly, you know what I'm saying? But the Zealots could have lasted a bit longer. And I think that might be it. This was a build order loss, my friends. Lack of information. Not much else to it. Alright, well that's a quick semi-final game. Let's see if we can get into one of the other series on the other side of the bracket game. If their series is still underway. Let me just have a moment to figure out what's going on. Looks like they're in a game right now. And they turned off match history, so I have no... Sweaty Heart, thank you for stopping by to the chat. I'm glad you got off work early, just in time to catch the ending of this tournament. We are gonna be hopping into game number 2 of the second semifinal. Alright, so it looks like November has won game 1 against Goku in the second semifinal. It is a Protoss versus Terran. I know Goku likes to play all the different races. Used to be a bit of a Zerg player, I guess now playing Terran. So we'll see what is in store for this game number 2. Can November take a swift 2-0 or can Goku bring it back? Alright, in the bottom left-hand corner here, spawning on black-pink, we have the pink Protoss. Her name is November. And in the top right down again, the green Terran, Goku. Gateway going down here at the cliff to deny any Reapers from jumping up. We have a quick double gas out of Goku before orbital. This is unorthodox for sure. And we have a sneaky probe out of November up here in the top left. It looks like she might be just kind of scouting around. Not sure what she's doing, or she's trying to not get scouted. That's another thing. So throwing down a pylon up here in the top left. SCV is going to get into the main base. Not see anything too out of the ordinary besides the lack of a natural. And second gas kind of leading him to believe that something might be happening early on in this game. And as well, on the other side of the map, we have Goku going for the double gas. And the probe of November has gotten into the base and scouted everything, so notice that that double gas has gone down. Yes, no, we used to have a lot more Zerg diamonds, but they have moved up to Masters. Thinking of J Skippy, OFE. Who else? Oh, there's been many. We have a very big clan. So Stalker poking up here at the ramp, gonna see this bunker going down. Knows that he'll have or she'll have to get out of there quickly. Reaper getting into the main base. Wow, using a recall to get the Stalker back. Will be able to save any more probes from going down. At least one has gone down. Also, Reaper getting into the main and scouting everything, seeing that there's looks like might be something missing. You know, you've had 2 gas for a long time and your natural's a little bit late. Looks like there's probably should be something else going on somewhere. That's what I would be thinking anyway. And there is November going for this shield battery void ray type of thing that we've seen so many times before. It's so difficult to hold because, I mean, the void rays do so much damage and then they just pull back and get all their health back, and things can spiral out of control for the Terran very quickly. This tank is not going to be very helpful against these void rays. It's good to keep it down there in siege. At least it's something to deny, like gateway units from coming into the. And now Goku's going to see what's going on. There's a shield battery down there. He knows he's in trouble. Another tank coming out. Viking on the way, halfway out. He'll need to micro that like a god, though. It is his only chance. More Marines going to be able to kind of turn these around for now. This void ray coming close to death, but looks like a shield battery with the clutch shield regeneration. Going to save that void ray, and now he's up, or she's up to 3 void rays, excuse me. And these Marines are going to go down, and now he's left with just a couple half-dead Marines. Excuse me, about 6 Marines and 1 Viking. Oh, okay, so losing 1 void ray. Oh my god, losing another void ray as well. That's a bit sloppy, but I mean, getting the job done for now. I mean, just trading at the moment. She has to be careful because if she loses too much, he could start to get too many units out. Another void ray coming in. I mean, I think she can do this. She just needs to micro the Void Rays back into the shield batteries. Doing a much better job now. Just taking shield damage. That's it. No actual damage. Guys, has to be careful with that Widow Mine there. Gonna snipe this tank. That's good. It's not doing too much anyway. Gonna be morphing in what looks like a sentry. I'm sure that's for something. I just can't think of what it would be for. Guardian shield maybe. Microing back Void Rays. Just barely saving it. Trading lots. You know, but Goku is not looking too bad. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of damage output. Goku's looking pretty good. Whoa, sorry, excuse me. Sorry about that. But, oh, maybe overextended a little bit there. Losing a lot of Marines. Both players just trading. Oh no, what am I? Losing a Void Ray. Yeah, the sentries could force field the ramp to keep everything up top while the Void Rays go for SCV kills. November truly is a master of her craft, though. We've seen her take down a much better opponent in the past with the same build, the same strategy. So all hope is not lost. And that game lasted much longer as well. Or lasted pretty long. Huge number of shield batteries here. What is her answer for the Widow Mines? Not really much she can do. Man, the clutch shield battery regeneration on that one Void Ray, keeping it alive with 1 HP. Turrets scattered everywhere. Gonna be coming over here, making sure there's no third. Right. Gonna try and eventually attack into the mineral line, which might do some damage. Probably will get some SCV kills, deny the gas. That turret's gonna go down like instantly if it gets targeted down. And using the prismatic alignment. Oh, almost losing the command center. Can she get it? Oh my goodness, it came so close. It came so close. Oh, the recall. Okay, gets out with most of the Void Rays. Wow, 3 of those Void Rays like one shot from death. But, okay, knowing that the Void Ray, most of the Void Rays have returned, he's going to try and bust this, but I don't know, there's so many shield batteries here. There's also a lot of Marines here. And the Void Rays, the backup Void Rays are trying to come up and save this little encampment that she's got going on here. Gonna come so close, but as the Void Rays come to reinforce, it looks like she'll be just fine. And at this point, let's see. I mean, not a whole lot of units. It looks like November's just gonna go for it to an extent. Man, a lot of those Void Rays are so close to death, though. Just gonna be pulling back. And going down, seeing exactly what he's up against. November, on the other hand, is got her third Nexus fully up and running. Throwing down 3 more gateways. Probably going to try and do a big bust here, which is, you know, I think the right idea. I mean, she's already taken pretty good trades against what army that Goku had. So I think a huge force of gateway units along with these Void Rays could definitely do some damage, if not completely bust the Terran. Gonna get his combat shields here in a short, and it's finished. More Vikings and upgraded Marines and Widow Mines is really the right thing to do, but he may have lost too much. This is good. Little run by here with the Marines killing a lot of probes. Oh wow, on the other side of the map, November looks like she's going for it. But there's so many Vikings here, she's losing all of these Void Rays. This is a pretty tense game. Goku running out of minerals though. His the main base is a bit oversaturated at the moment. Both bases are very oversaturated. Oh man, November perhaps going in a little too early. She has the eco advantage right now. 1800 income to the 1200 of Goku, so if she just kind of sat there for a moment and masked up, she could definitely bust the Terran. Goku trying to think of answers here, gonna be sending a medevac across the map. Let me see how many... Jesus, what am I looking for? Buildings. I don't know, but anyway, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 gateways. And it looks like there's some action here. It looks like she might have enough here. A lot of Vikings, but Vikings are not going to do very well against this huge gateway army until they're landed. But I still don't think that's enough. I think at this point November could aim move, just being careful with these Widow Mines. Now, I mean, Vikings landing aren't too terrible because they did get buffed in a recent patch. Man, wow, Terran actually holds pretty well there. Trading, both players trading. And at the same time, this drop in the main base of November killing 8 probes, doing more and more damage. So alright, Goku's still in this, is getting his third base now fully saturated. This game is a lot closer than I thought it was. 3 Liberators as well, perfect answer for the Gateway army that November has come up with. Losing a stalker to that Widow Mine has to be careful. She's a bit behind right now. She's behind on workers. Although, well, both players are a little oversaturated, so it's hard to tell. I mean, the income looks pretty even, around 1,500 for both players. But as far as supply goes, Goku's looking quite well in that aspect. 78 army supply against the 40 of November. So yeah, November looking in a lot of trouble in this game. Not to mention, the army composition looks much better for Goku with the Liberators. And during all this, doing damage with Marine run-bys. Very impressive multitasking coming out of Goku. Dropping into the main as the army is out of position, dealing with the other attack at the third. And it looks like November's going to just go across the map, say, screw it, I'm not in any position to go any further in this game. I've got to try and do something now. And the third is completely undefended right now, so might be able to kill a couple command centers here. The army repositions though, and I mean, she got a very good timing here, but I think there's just too much Terran, and she will GG. So wow, okay, Goku taking a game off in November. Series is tied 1-1. Again, this is the second semifinals of the night. After this, whoever wins this will play Volticus in the grand finals and have a chance for that $5 first place prize. Alright, it looks like we'll be going on to Eastwatch for the final map of this series. Looks like we're having some issues here, but should get started any moment. Alright. Eastwatch is a bit of a bigger map. Probably the biggest in this map pool. I'm not sure. Maybe Neon Violet Square is bigger. But yeah, I think Neon Violet Square might be bigger. But this is still a pretty big map. Lots of different pathways blocked off, so it makes the pathing a little bit longer until the later game where you can actually kill the rocks. Alright, so we're tied up in this series. Top right hand corner we have the pink Protoss. Her name is November. And in the bottom left hand corner we have the green Terran. His name is Goku. Racks into refinery for the Terran. Gateway into gas for the Protoss. What will they do? Wow, okay, a depot going down at the ramp to deny that probe to get in. That in itself should set off some alarm bells for November. But she's going to be throwing down her Nexus at the natural. And I'm not sure what Goku's going to be doing here. Finish up that depot. Is he going to throw down the command center? He's saving up some minerals, so it looks like he might do that, or he could be saving up that gas. Here goes the reactor. Cybercore about finished for the for November, and meanwhile this SCV is getting a full scout off of everything, so he knows everything that's going on. Ooh, okay, so a command center going down in the main base. Perhaps he's a bit scared, which you can't really blame him. November is known for doing very early pressure types of strategies. Goku is actually playing Terran. A factory on the way, as well as Marines. And we have another Stargate going down in the corner of the map. What is going on here? What in the world is that? I've never seen that before. What is going on? That looks like some Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know. It's very strange. Why are they on the railroad track? What are they doing? Ewoks? Did they just recently add that? I don't ever remember seeing that. I feel like I would have seen that before. Oracle gonna pop out right here at the main base. And there's nothing here, no anti-air here at all, no mines, no Marines. The Marines are out of position. The Oracle is coming in right now. And 3 SCVs going down so far, 4 maybe, 5 perhaps. There is no anti-air. Here come the Marines though. Gonna probably be able to get this, maybe, no, out of energy, but does get 5 SCVs, so not bad. Not bad. Ewoks want to get run over by a train. Wow, okay, so apparently it's been there, but yeah, I don't know what they're doing on the railroad tracks. And like, what are they doing? Like, one is just dancing or something, the other is just standing there. Like, I have no idea what this other guy's doing. So strange. Anyway, what is November doing? She's got Gateway, Warp Gate now finished, and she's warping in Stalkers on the map. Gonna come back in with 2 Oracles, and there's only 2 Marines here, so both of those Marines will go down. SCVs will start to fall as well. Oh, but they fly into these Marines, so they're gonna turn around. Dropping down a second Stargate. We don't see any shield batteries yet this time. Fleet beacon. Oh, it's Tempests? Oh man, that's painful. Yep, it is Tempest, and it is painful. It is very difficult to deal with this in the early game as a Terran player. I believe your best bet would be to try and like go around. I mean, you can't really face the Tempest head on because they can take advantage of the cliff and just kind of back away before they actually lose any health. They can, you know, just take some shield damage, if that, and then just back away. Losing an Oracle there, but does get a Revelation down on the main base, gets an idea of what she's up against, or what she's going to be doing, what she's going to be attacking with these Tempests. And reveals the first Tempest immediately. But again, the Tempest gets I mean, and she also has a shield battery there, so looks like Stamen is probably going to be able to finish. This is so difficult to deal with because he's just losing valuable units and not doing anything in return. Which is why I said maybe you just go and try and do damage on the other side of the map. But I mean, even if he tried that, there's plenty of Stalkers here. November looking very solid in this strategy. Oh, this is hard to watch because as a Terran player, I've had this happen, and it's just like you don't know what to do really. She's up to 5 Tempests now with the shield battery, with plenty of stalkers at home. Third Nexus is already finished, boys and girls. She's looking in a marvelous position right now. Trying to get some Vikings out. You know what would do really good? A Thor with a bunch of SCVs repairing? But I don't know, because I think Tempests do extra damage against armored units. Trying to do what he can, but supplies now 131 to 56, and I think that might be it. He's gonna start losing all of his SCVs now. Vikings are gonna die instantly as soon as they pop out, and he's gonna GG. Alright, November is gonna move on to the Grand Finals to play against Volticus in an epic TVP Grand Finals. Both players very high level diamonds, so should be an interesting series. Can't wait to see what will happen. Well, November, you try to be entertaining to watch, and you definitely do succeed in that. That's for sure. Alright, while they do vetoes, I'm going to be right back, and I should be back by the time they get done, so it shouldn't be too long. Alright, I'm back. Let me just pop in a cough drop. I promise not to smack on the mic. If I could find it. Alright. Let's do this. Best of 5 finals between Volticus and November, 2 of our highest diamonds. This should be a good series. Gonna be starting the series off on Black-Pink. Love this map. Very straightforward map. Start location 001. Alright, in the bottom left-hand corner we have the pink Protoss. Her name is November. And in the top right-hand corner we have the green Terran. His name is Volticus. Volticus throwing some shade in the chat saying, try not to die too hard. Apparently he's feeling pretty confident, but I don't know. November is quite the cheeky player. It's really a toss-up between these two players. Don't know who will take it. We've got a Rax build into Refinery out of the Terran. Gateway here in this position to block off the Reaper from coming up that cliff. Looks like she's going to be throwing down her natural expansion, maybe? I don't know. SCV gets in and denies that. Okay, so it does get around and we'll get that finished. I mean, get that warping in. On the other side of the map, we have Volticus getting ready to throw down his command center as well. Cyber Core being thrown down for November. Now, I don't think November was watching earlier in the game where Volticus did the 3 racks against Xenodactyl, because that is a scary that is a scary timing, and obviously you need to be well prepared and informed of what's coming, but it is possible to hold. Now, I think November was actually in a game playing her game during that stream, so I'm not sure if she knows what Volticus kind of likes to do in this matchup. But it looks like he's going to be doing that same build again. 3 barracks off of 1 gas, and that at engineering bay to get the +1. And we have what looks like a standard game coming out of November, opting to get the 2nd gateway ahead of Twilight Council, which there it goes. Reaper getting into the natural. Not seeing a whole lot, seeing 2 stalkers though. If it were me, I would think maybe Blink is coming. Third gateway as well. This is interesting. No Robo yet. Blink is going to be coming. And 2 stalkers are going to be poking up this ramp, but Marine's in a very good position. Going to probably be able to kind of deny this from happening. Stalkers don't even get up the ramp. Stim, combat shields, and +1 on the way. Mules going to town on these minerals. Back home, we have the Robo coming up. Scan goes down and doesn't see too much. Sees 2 gateways and a Nexus, and sees the stalkers. So I mean, yeah, I would say that's enough information to kind of lead me to believe that Blink is going to be coming. Volticus just hammering down those depots, hammering out that bioforce. November absolutely obliterating these rocks. Double Forge. Interesting. Perhaps going to be chrono boosting out some upgrades and going for a timing, but I don't think Volticus wants to wait for that to happen. Oh, okay, so the observer passes right as these bio force is moving out across the map. And I'm gonna see what's coming, but I don't know if it's too late because he has this stim, all these upgrades. I mean, yeah, she needs to pull all of her workers, but Volticus is going to target down the units anyway. Man, this build is nasty. Because, yeah, sure, Volticus may lose all that army, but he did so much damage. That was basically a full stim doing max damage output to everything. Losing 26 probes, all of her army besides 2 stalkers. She's alive for now, but I mean, she's definitely behind. 35 probes to 46 SCVs, never good. You want to be ahead on worker count in this matchup because of mules. We can see the income is 2,200 for Volticus, 1,500 for November. Losing a lot. This is the same exact thing that happened to Xenodactyl. He went for Blink, and it was just a build order loss. And I don't believe November had any idea that was coming. Well, she did have 3 barracks scouted. I'm not sure when that was scouted. It may have happened after it could have been the observer that was going across the map after, you know, at that point it would have been too late. But what is November trying to do here at this point? Not getting any upgrades out of the Twilight Council, trying to throw down her 3rd. Very risky. And Volticus with his 3rd command center fully saturated and a 4th on the way. Gonna be moving out for round 2. Probe gonna be scouting and seeing Marines move out across the map. She knows another attack is coming. Has an immortal on the way that could definitely help. Needs these money force fields. Probe's going to be intercepted here on the transfer, on the transfer. And okay, that newly fresh, shiny 3rd base going down with the quickness. A hallucinated Colossus. Unfortunately, all of the lasers are also hallucinated and don't actually do damage. But hey, she is able to get him to turn around for now, but loses the 3rd, so still not in a very good position. And Volticus not falling for the hallucinated oh no, these medevacs gonna fly right over the stalkers. That's one way to get back into this game for November. Very nice pickup right there. But we have 74 SCVs for the Terran, man. 74 SCVs against 43 probes. November looking to do a little bit of damage here on the counterattack. With some really good force fields and a Guardian Shield perhaps, she could do something here. Okay, losing a lot of SCVs, but I mean, he has so many that he's still going to be ahead on that. Very nice force fields. Turning the Terran around for now. Going to be throwing down that 3rd Nexus again, as well as a 4th. Needs that saturation. Right now, only 1 fully saturated base, about 1.5. But if she can get these 2 up and running, that would be good. But it looks like Volticus does not want to let that happen. Now she has a real Colossus out. That's going to do very good against this pure bio army. Scan sees this 4th going down. Going to try and take that out immediately. Does get the cancel on that. Okay, so November, you know, she's she's lost the fourth, but she still has her third. She's got a second Colossus on the way, you know? She can, she has something. She has a shimmer of hope. I mean, Colossus are good, but they're not that good. That's a huge Terran Bio army. That's a lot of Marauders. But she does have the force field, so, you know, with micro potential, she could do something here. I mean, the army supplies aren't that different, 94 to 77. I mean, it's looking pretty okay here for November. Gonna be stimming right into the natural. Oh, and she's gonna have to fight up this ramp. And it looks like Volticus just wants to try and do some building trades here, which isn't a terrible idea because Bio is so expendable. But what did he really kill? Just a gateway, I think. You have to be careful with these trades because, you know, meanwhile Protoss is not losing a whole lot of army, and that tech is looking quite nice for the Protoss. The Liberators are now here. That's very good answer. Very nice positioning on the Liberators. Going to kind of block off this army from coming up to try and kill the third, but it looks like, yep. Oh wow, the third does go down. But Volticus just loses that entire army. And November is not looking good. She has something now. She has a decent army, 2 Colossus. But I think that her economy is so far behind now that it doesn't matter. Volticus has just been trading so much. And his macro is in full force. My God, 5 bases, going up to 5 bases, just flooding out Bio. Got that bomber macro, parade push going. November trying to get, you know, some tech out, some more Colossus or something. She's got the double Burbo, double Colossus. If Volticus gives her enough time, yeah, that would be good, but I don't think Volticus is going to do that. He's already got his army halfway across the map, ready. Just wants a few more Liberators. Scans the army, knows exactly what he's up against. Getting your whole army scanned like that is kind of like getting caught with your pants down. At least that's how I feel whenever that happens to me. It's a very scary situation to be in. But she did get 4 Colossus out with the flank though. But I don't know. 4 Colossus is an insane amount of damage output against Bio light units. And the Liberators were a bit out of position for that. I mean, November is trying to make something work. She's doing something here. She did pretty good against that attack. Traded quite well. Again, look at the worker count. 98 SCVs, 5 bases to the 3 and 42 probes. I mean, Volticus can afford to make these trades at this point. He doesn't have to have the best cost efficiency because his macro is there. 96 SCVs. It's like a Zerg player, man. And on top of that, all orbitals, man. No planetaries. He's greedy because he can be. But he has to be careful because it can spiral out of control if you let the Protoss get too many Colossus. And she's got that Archon tech coming out now. The Liberator siege here was a little bit angsty. But, I mean, sure, does get a lot of damage out. November's Forest here is looking pretty grim. 4 Liberators say, "What's up, man? Come at me. Dare you to push this." Volticus is now at 104 SCVs. Playing Terran like a Zerg player. Man, Liberators are so hard to micro. Alright, well, I mean, November's anti-air has gone down to 3 Stalkers, so can't really push this without losing a ton. I mean, okay, a nice blink with the Stalkers. Saves those Stalkers. Yeah, it's looking like that. Like I've been saying, it's easy for this to kind of spiral out of control when Protoss gets that tech, but it looks like she's just lost 2 Colossus, so I don't know, maybe she just lost that opportunity. Again, this bio is just coming out so quickly. Losing that Colossus too, so I think that's it for November. She came very close though. She came very close. That was, she did what she could. But in the end, the Bomber Parade push out of Volticus was the answer for him in this game. And that was just game 1, fellas. That was just game 1. We've got 4 more to go, potentially. November's map pick. Volticus throwing some shade in the chat. Alright, so it looks like November has picked Abiogenesis for game number 2. This is her playground. The smallest map in the map pool. I mean, I think we all know what's coming here. It smells like the cheddar. And I'm not talking about money. Voltica is talking mad shit in the chat and then busts out the good luck, have fun. Just to try and play some mind games. Excuse me as I update the score. In the bottom right hand corner we have the pink Protoss currently down a game. Her name is November. And in the top left we have the green Terran currently up 1 game. Name is Volticus. Volticus with that scout wants to make sure there's no cheeky things going on. So far, no. So far, nothing out of the ordinary. November has a probe going across the map, but it looks like it's just a scout. SCV like, what's up? You trying to build a Nexus here? That's too bad. Okay, the SCV goes down, and November was like, psych, I wasn't even trying to build a Nexus. Gonna be throwing down a pylon at the third of Volticus. And ballsy move out of Volticus, throwing down his command center on the low ground. Apparently it has... Oh, look at this Reaper, though. Reading November like a book. And November gonna throw down the Robo anyway. The probe is gonna go down. Stalker coming across the map to try and save this pylon might just get there in time. This Reaper not really doing too much damage. So what is Volticus doing? He's sticking to his build. Can you blame him? It's been working so well for him so far. I think this is gonna be that Robo. I mean, obviously. I meant Immortal. Proxy Immortal thing that we, yep, maybe. Marines coming now, but with some decent micro, the Stalker can, I don't know, it's gonna get close here. 2 Stalkers now though. These Marines are DED dead. SCV is being pulled just to try and get this bunker up. So yeah, just kind of delaying time, and we'll get that bunker up and get back to mining, presumably. Immortal's out now, 2 shield batteries as well. Warp Prism to go with it. Bunkers are great, but with the Warp Prism, pretty much nulls that. Immortal taking a lot of shield damage, but not losing too much damage or anything yet so far for November. Picking off some Marines, looking pretty good, and gonna start elevatoring units into the main. I don't think I don't think Volticus is expecting this yet. And the full force is now in the main, hammering at the stem. He has 2 Marines here, lots of SCVs and only 2 Marines, 3 and 4 can now pop out. Oh, nice flank here with the other Marines, gonna try and kill this. I don't know though, I don't think Volticus. Very nice Warp Prism micro. Very nice micro there with the Warp Prism. Alright, going for these bunkers. There's only 3 Marines here, so probably will be able to bust both of these if he doesn't get some SCVs. Oh, nice sentry! Force fielding the ramp as well. Alright, both bunkers go down now, so... I mean, at this point, I think that might be it. Maybe not, I don't know. Just a handful of Marines here, unupgraded Marines. Against this massive force of November. Command center is going to go down if he focuses it. She focuses it down, but she's not going to. He might be able to save that. With the SCV pool, manages to turn her around for a moment, just for a moment. Cyclone coming out now, but with the Immortal focusing that down, it'll die very quickly. Getting a little too bold there. Manages to save the command center. It was about one shot from death, so that's one thing. But, I don't know, a bunch of unupgraded Marines. Voltic is looking in trouble, losing 16 SCVs in total there. Trying to snipe that, whoa, what? What did he... Because the Warp Prism doesn't look like it took any damage. Oh, well, the shield battery, yeah, the shield battery replenished the shield almost immediately, so... November now doubling the supply of Volticus, 60 to 29. Looks like with the double Warp Prism, gonna elevator the full force into the main now, forcing Volticus to fight up his own ramp. And I think that might be the tipping point there. I believe at this point, November could just A-move up any direction and end the game. 38 army supply to 17. Volticus trying to pull his SCVs. The power of Protoss, my friends. Alright, so November evening up the score 1-1 in this best of 5 to be noted. So, yep, a couple more games here. We'll have to see what Volticus picks. Looks like he's going to pick Catalyst. November throwing some shade right back at Volticus. Yeah, I think so. I think, you know what? If Volticus had 100 SCVs right there, he probably could have held that. Definitely would have held that. Game number 3. In the top left-hand corner, we have the pink Protoss. Her name is November. And in the bottom right-hand corner, spawning in on Catalyst, the green Terran, his name is Volticus. Both players' build orders look pretty similar right now, just going one gateway gas. No cheeky probes out on the map anywhere yet. We have one halfway across the map. Looks like it's headed toward Volticus's base to scout him out. We also have an SCV of Volticus inside the main base of November, scouting her main base. Going to be throwing down a Nexus at the natural, as well as Volticus is going to be throwing down his command center. Reaper is out now, and here we go with the probe. look at Volticus already scouting this out, and he is gonna see it. Canceling the pylon. And it looks like she's going to be trying to rebuild that proxy pylon. And if she can get that Reaper, that'd be good. But no, the Reaper does get out of there. But look at this. SCV is already in position to scout this out. SCV is not in range of that yet. So we don't know if Volticus will get a view of that. Reaper poking in at the front. Seeing only one stalker. What's going on here? Double Stargate. Is she gonna try and build? Alright, so the SCV goes back and Volticus has no idea this is happening. What is that? A third Stargate! A third Stargate! What is and the Marine! Why? Why? Why did he send this Marine here? The SCV was already down here. He saw nothing. Reaper in the main sees nothing. He's already seen all he needs to see. And the pylon goes down. I guarantee you... Okay. I was going to say, I guarantee November goes back to try and build a pylon there. But Volticus is going to try and finish off these Stargates. The Reaper is still alive. 3 kills. And it still gets out. Both these Stargates are going to be going down. November forced into a somewhat of a standard game. We have two more gateways, excuse me, and a Robo, as well as a Twilight Council getting charged. Now that is what she needs for this bio-heavy style that Volticus has been going for. Yeah, that one Marine, man. It was like, yeah, I know the SCV was down here, but I got this hunch that maybe he didn't see everything. And he was right. Scan goes down. Seeing not a whole lot here. Marine's got them upgrades, my dude. Combat shield, stim. And yeah, I mean, throwing down those 3 Stargates cost a lot of resources. And nice force fields here, though. We'll probably lose this Nexus, maybe, if he steams again. Oh, the force field working against November for a moment there. We'll end up losing the natural. Maybe? Focus that down, for the love of God, please! No! Oh, okay. Thank God. And kills all the units as well, with 3 Marines still alive. Got his 3rd orbital already up. Disruptor, perfect answer to what Volticus is doing. Getting that charge as well. Once she gets that, she'll be looking in a pretty good position as far as tech goes. Now, I didn't say, you know, as far as tech goes, sure, but her macro right now I mean, her economy right now is looking not too good. I mean, she's still got the probe numbers. She's only on 1 base. Volticus is on double that, about to be triple that. Yeah, well, she was up on workers for a moment. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh, stim. Oh, the stim. Oh! Just barely saves the warp prism. She drops those disruptors. We'll see how the control is. No disruptors being sent out just yet. Nice pre-split on the Marines. Nice arc here as well. Actually doing a lot of damage with less army. And there it goes. It's been cleaned up. So not bad. Not bad from either players. And oh no! This warp prism! But I think she has enough right now. Perhaps. Oh, it's iffy. Another disruptor. Man, losing those 2 disruptors. Wow, that hurt. But she has the 3rd, so she could be okay. Oh my goodness! Nice micro, not losing those zealots. And Volticus gonna attack the main and hit the natural mineral line. Picks up and gets out. Yeah, Volt really banking those minerals right now, but has the barracks. So should be able to get that back down here shortly. Still got that drop up here. Beautiful scan, seeing the entire army of November. Gonna be sending out more drops. A doom drop in the main. Okay, doom drop goes in. These disruptors are here, but the Marines come out obviously already split. Decent disruptor shot, not the best. Oh, that's a big one. That's a good one. Oh, at the same time, this other drop here going toward the mineral line at the natural. They're just going to town. There's nothing here stopping it. 12, 13 has probes. 14 deals with that drop in the main. But this is where all the real damage is being done. The entire mineral line has been taken out. 21 probes going down. Down to just basically 1 base. Still attacking over here. Just all over the place right now. And what do you even do with this? How do you even deal with this? This is really annoying. And just round 2 doom drops. Let's go. And the army is out of position. Very nice positioning here for Volticus, causing November to fight up her own ramp, and I think that might be it. November's entire army goes down, and she will GG. Beautiful multi-prong harassment. Beautiful multitasking there out of Volticus. Showing some very solid play. So we will get into game number 4 in this best of 5. The score is currently 2-1 in Volticus's favor. We will see what November picks for map number 4. Alright, looks like it's going to be backwater. Bit of a larger map. I like this map, man. I don't know why, but it's got a nice aura to it. I'm not sure what Jeterix is doing here, but okay. Maybe he just wants to spectate. As long as the players don't have any problem with it, I don't see why not. Wait, I don't think Volticus actually ever readied up, but maybe he did it in a whisper. Anyway. I'll pause the game if he's not building SCVs, which he is, so we're good. Alright, in the bottom right hand corner we have the man on match point. He's spawning in as the Green Terran. His name is Volticus. Alright, in November in the top left, the pink Protoss. Her name is, well, her name is November, is what I just said, I'm sorry. Double gas before Nexus for November. Volticus doing his standard Reaper expand. And November's got that cheeky proxy. This time not in a very obvious location. Volticus is scouting anyways, though. I'm gonna have to go really deep. Now, if it were me, I would go deep. I'd go real deep. I always scout everything. If I got that hunch, I go all the way to the corner of the map. Like, there is no way I'm gonna die to a proxy. But yeah, he turns around and he doesn't see that double robo. She just said last game that she said she wouldn't double robo at all this game. Triple racks, same build out of Volticus. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, no, I'm sorry. 2 Immortals and a Warp Prism. Volticus, by the way, has no idea what's going on. Wait, he just saw an Immortal somehow. Something must have just died there. Because he just saw it, maybe. I don't know, I saw it on his vision. Yeah, he knows something's up. That's why the SCVs are coming down there. Get that fast, that insta repair on the bunker. And it's already too late. Yeah, you need those SCVs. Wow, you need those SCVs, like, You need some SCVs already there on hold position with auto repair, auto cast. And November's just gonna keep picking up and running away. SCVs, meanwhile, are like just out on the map. Okay, so he wants to go all the way and probably kill the pylons. That's one way to do it. I mean, it will deny any more. Oh no, I don't know. All of the Marines being targeted down, and SCVs are still here. They're gonna go back home. Volticus looking in a lot of trouble now, man. 2 Marines, and that's it. Four Immortals, and that's GG. Score is now even up to 2-2. Somehow I saw this coming. It's a best of 5. This is match point. So the $5 prize pool has come down to a best of 1 at this point. Alright, so we have Neon Violet Square, a very large map. We'll see what goes down. Match point. It all comes down to this. To take home that $5 prize pool. In the top left-hand corner, we have the pink Protoss. Her name is November. In the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Terran. His name is Volticus. Yeah, this is the last map that was available. They did the vetoes for the first 2 maps, and then there was 5 remaining, and so this is the last one that is available. Standard, looks like Volticus will be doing his Reaper expand. Double gas coming out of November again. And the Cyber Core. Cheeky probe out here. Decent position, but I feel like it could get scouted. And Volticus scouting in all the wrong places so far. Double robo. I mean, she made it work last time. Why not try it again? SCV. Oh, not going quite far enough. I believe he knows that there's no expansion, though. Obviously, with the Reaper, probably would have seen that if he hasn't been on that side of the map yet, which I think he has. This is looking very scary for Volticus right now because he has no idea what's coming, and the two robos are already finished. Gonna be chrono boosting those immortals out. This is so hard to hold if you don't know what's coming. But the Reaper is gonna be scouting. It looks like gonna be seeing this now. And what does he do? I mean, yeah, a couple bunkers at that choke point with lots of Marines. But will it be up in time? There's already one immortal out. She could start poking that and deny the bunker. But she decides to wait to get that immortal and that warp prism out. The bunker does finish up, but as we saw in the previous game, bunkers cannot move. The warp prism can go around and drop in the main. Not to mention the immortals can focus the bunker down pretty quickly if there's not already SCVs hugging the depot. I mean the bunker, sorry. Warp prism going to be dropping the two immortals into the main now. Right on top of a bunch of brains popping out though. Oh, reactor being focused down, beautiful. SCV is being pulled, but the immortals will get out of there. Oh no, the bunkers are going to go down too quickly. One of them goes down anyway. Needs those SCVs. 3 immortals. You need some SCVs there, man. That bunker is dead. And I think so is Volticus. With a little bit of micro. Okay, he's got the tank. He's got something. Forces November to pull back a little bit. Gonna push the tank up, just inch it up just a little bit. There it goes. Don't get too far. Okay. Beautiful position right now. Beautiful. Okay, Volticus is not dead yet. Dropping immortals into main, gonna be focusing down the starport. That would be beautiful if she can actually get that, but I don't know. Oh no, I think she's actually gonna get it. Nope, SCVs come just in time to repair that. Taking a lot of damage on the immortals. But man, 4 more immortals. I mean, Volticus knows all he has to do is survive. Dropping these immortals right on the tank, beautiful. Volticus, all he has to do is survive, but that is not an easy task. Clutch new tank coming in, gonna kill off 2 immortals. 2 more immortals here at very low health. Nice positioning on the tank, won't be able to get too far without taking a lot of damage. That one stalker probably, oh no, the command center goes down. So even if Volticus survives, it's just not looking good for him, and he was looking so good in the beginning of the series. He was looking very solid, but man, the cheddar from November is very strong. Very nice Viking here with the patrol. But there's 2 war prisms, so I don't think she's gonna care. She's gonna be like, okay, well, enough to turn her around, which is good. Only has one direction of attack that he has to worry about. There's so many immortals here. 2 tanks. Okay, 2 tanks is enough to turn her around. 3 tanks now. Needs a few more Marines to support that. Beef it up. I think Volticus can come back. He's actually been able to rebuild this command center, and November is still on 1 base. And he knows that. He's got this SCV here. He knows he's in good shape. Tanks are you know, not terrible against this immortal thing, because one shot from the tank and that immortal the ability that they have gets triggered, and then there's a cooldown. And Volticus with the Viking here kind of senses what she's going to be trying next. 3rd command center is well finished for Volticus. Alright, filling up 2 warp prisms. This first one, oh, it doesn't get triggered though. I mean, it doesn't get targeted. Actually going to be able to drop those 4 immortals in. But even the tanks in unsiege mode, I think there's enough stuff here to... Okay, the starport goes down, but I mean, he's already got 2 Vikings out. Man, this is a very tense match. The Vikings getting kind of vision of these units repositioning, so Volticus is 1 step ahead of her trying to poke up this ramp. So, okay, you know what? I think Volticus lost that SCV. It should kind of... Oh no, there it is. But November has actually started to build a 2nd Nexus. But I don't know at this point. I think Volticus is in a very good position with 3 orbitals. He hasn't lost too many SCVs. He's got enough SCVs to saturate this base. What? Oh my god. Are you serious? He's just going to throw down a 4th command center. I think he should have moved that orbital down there and started saturating that base immediately. But going for the 4th command center as well. Is November going to try and bust this? No, not yet. Turrets, very nice. Little addition there. Loses the observer again, denying vision. Volticus is looking very good right now. 5 tanks and turrets in the main to deny any attack from that part there, from that angle. You're right, he still doesn't have 100 workers though. So, we'll see. November, I mean, kind of running out of options here. She has 3 warp prisms. Is she, I don't know what she's gonna try and do. I thought she would be trying to go for some type of tech, maybe. That Protoss tech is so good. Immortals with storms would be so good with this. Storm the Marines, then there's no beef to support the tanks, and the Immortals can shred the tanks. We're up to 7 tanks, my dudes. And do that. Meanwhile, SCV just still kind of chilling in the base. Look at these probes. They're so pretty. Okay, SCV is finally gonna die. It's like she heard me say that. More immortals on the way. Ooh, a dark shrine, but I don't know, because he's got turrets. There's no turrets. There's no detection here at the natural, but I mean, he's gonna have 4 orbitals, so he'll have scans for days. Maybe maybe she just wants some archons. That would be good. Wow, he's actually moving out. He's gonna catch half of this army out of position. Losing 4 of the immortals, losing the robos. It's not looking good for November. Man, she came so close. Those tanks were just so clutch at the beginning there. Beautiful push here with the tanks. I mean, he's got 4 orbitals. So I just don't see how November can come back from this. Like I said, maybe storms. If she had storms, I think that would be beautiful. There's no medevacs. Those Marines would just instantly die. They can't even try and stem out of the storm. Doesn't even have to siege the tanks. But does anyway. November trying to hang on. She's got a handful of gateways. Going up to 4 bases. Saturated bases. Got just barracks for days. Wow. Okay. Wow, okay. Actually, November holds this. A little bit of miscontrol there with the tanks. Probably sieged them up a little too late. All of the Marines died to friendly fire. The charge lots getting shot by the tanks and the friendly fire on the Marines. They just kind of melted. But, I mean, Volticus's economy is just looking so good that he can replenish that army so fast. Got that bomber type macro. There's a DT there. Just gonna get right by. Excuse me. I mean, this is one way to get back into the game, but it's going to get scouted and denied. And I think Volticus has enough bio force here to actually do some damage. Now, if he still had all those tanks, this game would have just been over. But actually trading pretty well with that bio. Scan going down, seeing the positioning of the tank. I mean, of the Protoss army. So gonna go ahead and siege that tank up. And DT's blink right on the tanks. Very nice. But I don't know if it's enough. Down to 2 Immortals and a Stalker. And there's leftover bile on this base. Definitely gonna lose this Nexus. And most likely all of the probes. But she is on 3 bases, or 2 bases, two mining bases. I mean, but look at the supply, 71 to 170. Doom drop, because why not? Beautiful tank in range of the ramp, gonna be able to splash all those units coming up. Colossus, but I think it's too late. I mean, these Marines are upgraded. They're not even dying that fast to the Colossus. If we could see the upgrades down here as soon as they flash up. It's 1-1 against 0-0, so not too big of a difference, but enough to get Colossi to run away from a bunch of Marines. That's something you don't see every day. Meanwhile, we have Liberators as well at the natural, and it looks like at the third because the probes weren't there mining. And Volticus has done it. He will take game number 5 in the best of 5. He'll take the first place in the tournament. We gotta start a Hall of Fame for all the winners of these tournaments. That would be something cool to have. Maybe we could put it on our website or something. But anyway, so yeah, Volticus will take the series 3-2 and win that $5 prize. That will be the end of the tournament. Thank you all to all the viewers for watching and supporting the stream. We will have another event. We have 2 events tomorrow. We have 2 different Team League matches. One is VSL and one is All In the Nidus. I'll be casting VSL here on this channel tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I think. If you guys have not followed the channel, please do that. We bring tons of content, multiple times a week. And we love all the support. So thank you very much for that. And we will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. So yeah, okay, I'm kind of dragging this on. Anyway, thank you guys for supporting the stream tonight, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Good night.